So just who is Patrice O'Neal? Patrice O'Neal is best known as a stand-up comedian and actor, celebrated for his bold, unfiltered humor and influential presence in comedy. He began performing stand-up in 1992 and quickly became known for his audience-driven, confrontational, and thought-provoking style. He often engaged in destructive analysis of social norms, relationships, and human behavior, blending polarizing humor with unflinching honesty to provoke both laughter and reflection. His only televised stand-up special, Elephant in the Room in 2011, is widely regarded as a definitive showcase of his comedic talent, released just months before his death. A posthumous audio special, Mr. P, in 2012, further cemented his legacy. Patrice was known as a comedian's comedian, respected for his fearless approach to comedy. He believed in dividing audiences to provoke thought, often stating that comedy should make some people laugh while shocking others. He rejected political correctness, embraced self-deprecating humor, and explored controversial topics including relationships, gender dynamics, and personal struggles with health. His unique perspective and honesty influenced many contemporary comedians and earned him a lasting reputation in the comedy community. Today we're going to look at the most viral moments that Patrice left the world. And we're going to hear from some legendary comedians who say Patrice was one of the greatest to ever do it. In this first clip that got 2.2 million views, Patrice talks about how he wished he'd never traveled.
I wish I never traveled, for real, because I would like to just never had traveled outside this country, and then I could hate America and be happy, you know what I'm saying? But I traveled, and now it's like I like America, but I still hate, it's weird, I hate it, but it's nowhere better because all I got to really deal with is racist crackers like that, and that's it's funny because like black people really don't look at white people with like you're the oppressor anymore. It's just something we do. It's just like we like not liking white people, and white people like not liking us. That's just what we do. It's just because I'm not going nowhere, and I'll kill a motherfucker. He tell me to go like back to Africa. But listen, I'm talking to black people. Stop that fucking horse shit. That go back to Africa shit. What the fuck am I gonna do in Africa? Besides fighting some war, wearing sweatpants and tuxedo shoes.
Patrice O'Neal did a little acting and eventually made it to the hit sitcom The Office. In this next clip that got 1.3 million views, it's titled Patrice O'Neal Was Wild on The Office.
Patrice O'Neal was in the first 3 seasons of The Office before leaving the show to be in New York full-time.
Like Patrice on The Office? Immediately. So funny to see reruns. You're like, that's Patrice O'Neal.
And he wasn't happy to be there. You could tell he was like, this is a shitty gig.
You could tell that one episode where he goes, what's-her-face calls him a monster or something like that, and he's like, I'll show you mine. He says something kind of aggressive.
That's what you suffer from? Yeah. What disease, Mike?
Excuse me, sea monster? You weigh like 1,000 pounds.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I bet you like to swim with this sea monster, wouldn't you?
Ryan!
Dude, please, tell your girl to shut up.
What?
Kelly, you insulted the gentleman. Please, apologize.
Are you kidding me?
You know, it's like the show's very fun and stuff, and then it's a guy that you're like, yeah, the tone is very different.
Not the right fit.
Not the right tone.
Yeah.
But great show.
Patrice was never afraid to talk about controversial topics on stage. This next bit that got 2.3 million views was about diabetes.
Now, I found out 5 years ago I was diabetic, so you figure I haven't eaten cookies in 5 years. But it's not the case. I'm walking through the supermarket and I see some white chocolate covered Oreos. And that's death. You understand? That's heroin and coke and everything for me. And you figure I'll walk right by like, what the fuck is this? This is, I could die from this. Who put this display here? But I'm not. I'm sitting there. I'm shaking. praying to God. I'm praying to God for the strength. I'm wasting a good prayer not to eat cookies. I'm not praying that people in Africa get food. I'm like, oh God, please give me the strength not to eat these cookies. And I'm lactose intolerant, but if I eat these cookies, I gotta have some milk.
Those who were closest to him definitely had some strong opinions about Patrice. In this next clip that got 1.4 million views, Bill Burr reflects on his opinion of Patrice O'Neal.
You mentioned Patrice.
Yep.
He's one of the greats. What was he like as a person?
He was everything. If he was being cool, he was the coolest guy you ever met. If he was being funny, he was the funniest guy you ever met. If he was being an asshole, you wanted to fucking kill him. I still have arguments with him. Like, that's how, like, the level of this guy. He's been dead for, like, fucking 11, coming up on 11 years. I can't believe it. You know, I had all kinds of, amazing conversations, just talking about life, how we ended up where we were at, how the two of us ended up being friends. You know, I'd fallen outs with them. I had, like, everything. I mean, good times, bad times, had to like fucking take breaks from each other. I remember we used to take breaks from white people in general. And like, I had to take breaks from going down to the cellar sometimes. It's like, I just don't want to go down there and just fucking have to have all my deflector shields up. And I just, miss, besides them, like, man, what would they be saying about this,
Some comedians get on stage and bomb. But with Patrice, that was rarely the case. This next clip that got 1.7 million views is titled "The Great Patrice O'Neal Never Disappoints."
Men want to be alone, but we don't want to be by ourselves. We want you somewhere, like on the roof, anywhere, but just not in front of me, trying to be my friend. What you doing? Watching baseball? Why you watching baseball by yourself? Move over, move your leg off that ottoman. What, you eating a hamburger? You shouldn't be eating a hamburger at 11. Let me go make you a better sandwich, a turkey sandwich on 47 grain bread with no mayonnaise and bean sprouts. Tastes like rat turds and twigs. Ain't that better? Why is the TV so loud? Well, turn it down. Ain't that better? Can't hear the TV, got a dry sandwich, you know what? Ain't that better? Why is the ceiling fan and the air conditioner? Turn it off. Ain't that better? Sweating, wrapped up into a hot vine, can't hear the TV, got a dry sandwich. Ain't that better? Why is it so dark in here? Let some sunlight in. Ain't that better?
It seems like a lot of comedians had a love-hate relationship with Patrice. In this next clip that got 1.1 million views, the great Dave Chappelle talks about how he was trolled by Patrice.
Well, being from Chicago, the Players Ball is lights out and so accurate.
To me, that was my favorite day of shooting.
Really?
Not necessarily my favorite sketch, but those characters are the ones I revisit the most. That was like Patrice O'Neal, who was a great, great comedian. He and I used to like hate each other because he's an asshole, man. And I don't even say it because he's dead, but he and Kevin Hart and everyone get mad when I say that because they love Patrice so much. And I love him. I got there. But at that time, I was the guy to beat, and Patrice was new in town, so he was like before the internet, he was a perfect troll. And there's a few people I've met in my life that just knew how to push my buttons. And man, Patrice could play me like a keyboard. He just knew how to make me mad. And then one day I snapped, and when I finally yelled at him about it, he was like, Dave, he goes, Dave, think about it, man. Think about it. I talk to everybody this way. And I'm like, that's true. And then I started laughing.
Like, get over yourself.
Yeah, he was that guy. And then that same week, I'm like, we wrote the sketch, and I'm like, yo, let's call Patrice. And he was great. And one of the things that made me love him for doing the sketch is that when he showed up, he was nervous, which was a huge honor that he cared as much as I cared. And man, we were good. Up until the day he died, we were good.
Patrice would always talk about race relations. In this next clip that got 826,000 views, Patrice O'Neal makes fun of the song Creep and white people.
And I'm gonna tell you the part too that I learned is very important to white folks. I'm telling you, I've been studying. I study, man. It's not. This feels good. Yeah. I wish I was special. You're so effing special. Yeah. That's whatever that little part is. That digs into white people's soul. That part, it does something to you. Look at him, he's crying. He's standing up straight.
When it came to the younger comedians, Patrice would never bite his tongue. In this next clip, Jeff Dye talks about getting some hilarious dating advice from Patrice.
Yeah. One time I'm in New York. This is the late, great Patrice O'Neal. I'm going through a thing with a girl at the time. And, you know, people ask you how you're doing, and if you're sad, I'm a pretty honest guy. I just go, my girlfriend's driving me crazy. She's back at the apartment when I was in New York. She's back. It's just stressing me out. I need to get on stage, have a good time, have some drinks. I need to just whatever. He goes, here's what you do, man. You're a good looking guy. And I was like, yeah. I'm thinking I'm going to get advice from Patrice. This will be great. He goes, you're a good looking guy, man.
Bring another girl home.
Right.
Is that what he said?
He goes, I've seen the way these girls look at you around there. You find one of these bitches. You have a good time. Don't worry about what's back at the apartment. Then when the time comes, bring her back to your apartment and say, yo, this is me. This is, you got to deal with this shit. And if you ain't, and I was like, Patrice, you're my hero. I love you. Terrible advice.
When comedians talk about Patrice, one common theme is that he can be ornery. In this next clip, Bert Kreischer talks about how Patrice O'Neal was mean as hell.
Yeah, Patrice was mean.
Yeah.
We do this show in Edinburgh. We spend all of Scotland together, and we have our ups and downs, but more ups than downs, in my opinion. And I said, dude, I'm glad we got to do this. I'm glad we got to become friends. And when he goes, I'm not your fucking friend. You think we're friends? Oh, you thought we were becoming friends? Shit. And then he goes, no, we're just two people that work together. If I go to Tampa, can I stay at your parents' house? And I was like, no. He was like, yeah, because we're not friends. He's like, if I come into LA, you going to pick me up at the airport? And I was like, no. He was like, yeah, because we're not friends. And he just, breaks me off. And I was like, cool.
I'll see you back in New York.
I was like, so then the fucking chick with cerebral palsy is like, hey, I need a place to crash in Scotland. I go, stay at my place. She's like, what? I go, I don't have any friends there. Patrice calls. You tell that crippled bitch she can stay here? I go, yeah. He goes, why? I go, fuck you. That's why I hung up. Yeah, Patrice was mean.
Whether he was being mean, nice, or indifferent, it seemed that every comedian that encountered Patrice had an opinion about him. Even the great Joe Rogan.
Patrice is the greatest I've ever seen. A lot of people would be like, yo, Patrice was kind of an asshole.
Patrice was an asshole to everybody. He was always nice to me.
Yeah, because he thought you were a real one, bro.
He's nice. Patrice was nice. He was just, you had to be able to take a joke. You had to be able to take it right on the chin and laugh right back. Oh, he was always funny. He was just always funny about everything. Patrice had a way of looking at things where we would all talk and they would wait for Patrice's point. He's one of those guys.
Kevin Hart was one of the closest to Patrice. In this next clip, he tells a hilarious story about him.
I had a joke way at the beginning of my career about little people, midgets at the time, and it was so bad. It was I got robbed by a cross-eyed midget. The joke was I didn't know he was robbing me. I remember telling this joke, and a phone book comes flying on the stage. Patrice threw a fucking phone book at me, and Patrice said, "Read it. There's better material in it than what you're saying now." The Comedy Cellar, the days that we had there, man, Bill Burr, Patrice O'Neal, Keith Robinson, Jim Norton, Colin Quinn, myself, when I say we would sit at this table for 4 to 5 hours and it would be nothing but beautiful trashings.
Patrice was never afraid to put his boots on the ground and tackle the hard topics. In this next clip, he actually goes to New York City to interview liberal protesters.
The streets of New York have been filled with protests and shutting down the free speech of people they don't agree with. But last Sunday we sent along Patrice O'Neal to check things out. Let's take a look at Patrice, a reasonable man.
We out here at this anti-Bush rally here. We're looking at these goofy white people, and it must be something very important going on because they standing out here in the sun, and you know white people in the sun don't agree. Do these things actually make a difference?
Yes, it does. Because we are...
Hold on, I'm sorry, white lady. Can you mind your business while black people are talking, please? I'm just joking with you. Who has really changed the world since you've been effectively political?
I hate to answer that, but I think during the war of Vietnam, I think the protests did eventually do their job and make people aware of the mistake we made going into Vietnam, and I hope that the voices that we speak today with huge numbers of people will continue that voice. I don't know what I'm saying.
Yeah, man, that was really some bull. Now, I like to know, so do me. I will vote if I can have your daughter. If you let me have your daughter,
Have my daughter
I
how?
will take her. Just take her away with me, and from time to time, she sends you a letter. What's your name? Renata. Patrice.
Patrice, hi Patrice.
Yeah. So what you out here for, gorgeous?
Well, I made this poster last night.
You drew that yourself?
Yep.
Talented too. Wow. So what's on your mind?
I don't know, I'm just, here with my beliefs and my poster.
What's your beliefs, Pumpkin?
Well, that Bush should be ousted and,
Is that your real hair color?
Well, I don't know, it's partially dyed, but...
God, you are gorgeous. Didn't you have more than 7 seconds to make your sign up when you came out here? All right. What team you playing for, Pumpkin? You know what I'm talking about. Don't act like that. Yeah, delicious. God damn. Let's discuss political agenda later. I had a girl say that to me the other day. What the hell has that got to do with anything? Legalize drugs.
Well, the Republicans like to associate drugs with terror, so tax them.
That was pretty goddamn good. She got out of that one. That was slick, you goddamn slick Jew. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm a slick Jew. Hell yeah.
I'm goddamn proud of it.
Yeah.
Here we are.
We have a right to exist, too.
So proud with the slick Jews. My name's Patrice, by the way. How are you? Genesis. Is that your real name or your stripper name?
No, that's my real name. 21. I'm fully legal.
I bet it tastes like pineapple juice.
It tastes like a whole bunch of things. Wouldn't you want to know?
Oh, you. First of all, you voting? Oh, no, I'm on parole. I don't vote. Is it any? I don't think it makes a goddamn bit of difference. I really don't. Impeach who with that goofy sign? That's the dumbest sign I've ever seen. Sir, get back over here with that shoebox sign.
Now that he's been gone for many years, a lot of people talk about how they miss Patrice. So I thought it would be a good idea to end this video with this clip. If you go missing.
That little girl that went missing, she was sailing. Little girl that went sailing, I forgot her damn name, but she went sailing and went missing in the Indian Ocean, okay? And they spent, good Lord, her mast broke and she was floating around and she gave out her little signal, her beacon. They spent $500,000 like tax money to search for her. Now, if that's my daughter, I want that to happen too, but if you go sailing, let's be honest, how long you think? Are they gonna spend $5? Come on. Remember football players in Miami went missing? They went sailing. They looked for them for 8 minutes. Maybe. They just sent somebody at the edge of the beach. I don't see him. We have to call off the search because there's too much sun. The conditions are abnormally difficult.
If you enjoyed today's video about Patrice O'Neal, please take a second to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Let me know your favorite memory of Patrice. Thanks for watching.